Good times begin early when you tune into the right breakfast show.
Yes, indeed. And we like to begin the day brightly with everything that is right. And hey, that's why we are #1 across the land. The land. Please echo here.
He said.
What?
You
Happiness,
know,
goodness,
#1.
bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Where else would you rather be, people, than right here with the most amazing on-air personalities you can find on Nigerian television?
Thank you very much.
Even the whole world.
Yes, very, very true. Actually, they could be anywhere, but you guys chose to be here with us, and we are glad that you guys did. And I'm sure that's proof that, hey, they like what we give them every single day right here on the Wake Up Nigeria show. So, hey, Mr. Mike Masakeno, are you done with that brush?
I don't understand.
What's
I need to keep one here, one in the car, one out.
I noticed.
Are you serious?
There has to be one everywhere.
I noticed.
Have you ever had anything that you had one everywhere?
I think...
Mike, I agree with you. Yes, I do. Now, for
right?
me, it will be this.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's specially designed for, you know, nice handling.
I beg, it's not especially designed.
Makes your hair fluffy.
But, how about you, Is there anything you have that you have almost everywhere? Is there anything like that?
No.
Lashes, eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
That's not true. That's
Eyelashes,
not true.
maybe.
Mike, it's a fact. When I go upstairs on my desk, MM's lashes are there.
You are not lying. I know.
Anyways, before you get carried away with my lashes, we have so many interesting activities lined up on the show this Thursday morning. So trust me, you don't want to miss any part of it.
Yes, indeed. Her name is...
Melkoche.
My name is Bazino Appeal. Remember that you guys can actually use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria across all our social media platforms. We'd like that you guys leave us comments. Please do that, okay?
Yeah, and also remember that you can watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world through our mobile app that you can download from the Google Play or iOS store.
Yeah, we also implore you guys to follow us as well. At TVC Connect is where all our handles are tagged with.
Yes, and just let them know what we have lined up for today's show.
Indeed, we should. We kick things off with Book Chat, and for that we have Abimbola Olayinka, the peace connoisseur herself. She will be here with us to review her masterpiece titled Peaceful Parenting. Mike might be jealous, not this Mike.
You're right. Okay.
Hey, when you see beauty, you appreciate it.
Okay.
Mike, you're looking good
That's
today.
not bad. So, over the past 2 days, that baby has been in Nigeria.
Yeah, the
video
American rapper.
Yeah, that baby, the American rapper. I didn't know so much about him up until this point.
Okay.
But there's something he did which I liked. You know, there was this someone who was hawking popcorn.
Yeah.
Also, and he got about 2, 3, 4 of them, and then he gave the guy $100.
I saw that video. First of all, the guy was stunned. He didn't know if it was a joke, if it was real. If it was like, is this real $100? Why am I being paid $100? I mean, what would you do if somebody handed you $100? Just, you know, maybe like, okay, $300 right now.
$100 at the going rate is 600,000.
600,000. Sorry, 60,000 naira. Hey, Mike, please now. The economy is not that bad.
It's not Zimbabwe.
Don't do that to us, not just yet.
60,000 naira. That's quite
60,000
something.
naira.
I mean, for something you're expecting 300 or 400 naira for.
about.
Do you know how that's exponential? That will shock. I will be stunned a bit. Even if, I'll be stunned. Okay.
Generous of him, but I think he paid for the
For the camera?
for the cameras, for the optics, the visuals that he's getting from all of that. You know, so
I mean, well,
we're talking
And then he
about
spoke
it's
about-
PR.
exactly.
Yeah, it's part of it. And then he spoke about how
Sorry.
he had to settle the whole airport.
You know,
These guys on social media, so they saw you doing Father Christmas. You know? And then they are known to, but we need to stop that.
We need to stop that, yeah.
You know, but can it stop? Because people have put it out on social media and nothing happens.
yeah.
Even foreigners have put it out how Nigerian airport is about the most corrupt airport when it comes to, you know.
It's just sense of entitlement by people in uniform, especially, and staff at the airport, where they just think that since you are moving across the airport, you must have plenty of money.
Like I'll always say, when there are no regulations, this sort of things are bound to happen.
Exactly.
We have to move on to the weather right now. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Well, thanks for joining us here on the news on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Kelly. Giga, let's tell you that operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, that's the EFCC, have arrested the former managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Isima Ekere, for alleged diversion of funds to the tune of 47 billion naira through registered contractors of the agency. This is according to the commission's spokesperson, Wilson Uwajirin, who confirmed this to journalists. The former NDDC boss was the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate for Akwa Ibom State in the 2019 elections. Mr. Isima was the agency's managing director between 2016 and 2018. Well, let's talk politics now. In Bauchi State, the All Progressives Congress delegates in that state have openly thrown their weight behind Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in the forthcoming APC presidential primary elections. Now, this was during a visit by Asiwaju Tinubu to Bauchi State, where he got a massive crowd hailing him as he drives through the state. The APC presidential aspirant visited the Emir of Bauchi, Ridwan Suleiman Adamu, where he sought royal blessings of the traditional ruler on his presidential ambition. Former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, organized a short session where the delegates openly endorsed Asiwaju Tinubu.
Completely dedicated our vote to His Excellency, the Asiwaju of the universe. I'll call on you to raise your hand. Nobody is forcing you. Is there anybody whose hand is not up? So do we agree that all our votes in Bauchi are wrapped up and then we are offering it to Asiwaju? Have we all agreed?
I want to serve my country. Nothing more than that. I want Nigeria to change. Our children education, security of lives and property, helping the farmers, bring commodity exchange, help those who are extremely poor.
All right, there you go. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, APC presidential aspirant in Bauchi State. Well, let's talk international news now, as flight data indicates the China Eastern Airlines plane that crashed in March was intentionally put into a nosedive. That's according to a U.S. media reports. Now, investigators have so far not found any mechanical or technical faults with the jet. The report says, citing a preliminary assessment by U.S. officials, the Boeing 737-800 was flying between the southern Chinese cities of Kunming and Guangzhou when it crashed. Now, all 132 passengers and crew on board the plane died in the crash. Data from one of the plane's black box flight recorders, which was recovered from the crash site, suggested that inputs to the controls pushed the plane into a near vertical dive.
Now let's take a look at the headlines of the dailies this morning. My name is Mazino. Oh, no, not Mazino. I'm Mike. Wow. We'll kick off with this day. When we're talking about this day, I'm talking about the paper, of course, this day. And we have there, the major headline has it that the 23 APC members seeking to replace Buhari. And there you have it, their picture. And then right underneath those pictures, you have 2023 APC implosion imminent over move to keep presidency in North. Party chieftain warns. And just above the flag there, we have returning ministers and Buhari to determine Silva Ngige talent's fate, says Mohammed. As Nigeria struggles with growing commodity prices, UK's inflation hits 40-year high. Oh, wow. Now that's quite something. All of that on the front cover of this day. And from this day, we move to The Guardian. And we have here 2023 APC and PDP in mind game over primaries. Okay, that's on The Guardian there. And the picture story we have here is one of the ever-busy Agbani Road, deserted in compliance with IPOB's sit-at-home order in Enugu yesterday. That's something that we really should talk about here. And then, of course, underneath that one, the second picture story has it that post office roundabout Abaru Dumuahia during the sit-at-home order in Abia State yesterday. EFCC detained ex-NDDC MD Ikere over alleged 47 billion naira fraud. Now, that's quite something. Some detainment has been going on. All of that on the front page of The Guardian. We'll move to the Nigerian Tribune, and we have here FG suspends Accountant General, postpones FAAC meeting. Of course, that is based on the 80 billion naira alleged to have been stolen by the Accountant General. And we have here at the picture story, this is one that might not, police arrest 2 over kidnap of Greenfield University students. And then we also have APC adjusts timetable and shifts convention and primaries dates. Malami talent show up at FEC. All of that on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And with that, we end the headlines of the dailies. We'll take this time out now, and when we get back, we'll be at the kitchen. We'll be discussing, well, it's the ban on Okada. Stay with us.
Hey, you're welcome. It's time for What's Up and About, and I'm here with the gang. Let's talk Okada ban. Once again, we're here. We're talking about this. This must be the 3rd time since I've been on Wake Up Nigeria that we're talking about the
Okada ban, right?
It's been like the 6th or 5th time since Lagos State has gone ahead to ban Okadas.
The last one was in February last
year.
Exactly.
2020.
2020, yeah. It's almost 2 years now.
So
2 years now.
Yeah. But since then, you can see that they've been back with a vengeance across all state rules, federal rules, and everything like that. Now, there are certain questions people are asking. One of them is, one, was it a bit too hasty, especially after what had happened from last week with the death of the sound engineer? I think this is what prompted the governor to actually say that there's going to be a ban in 6 local government areas.
Yeah, one of the. She's saying that maybe that's one of the issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
exactly. So now this ban on 6 local government areas in Lagos State, first off, many are saying that might be a bit too hasty. Secondly, the fact that there are no provisions made for any alternative. So who's going to suffer it now, and why exactly is this measure taking place with such seeming shoddiness? Let me put it that way. I don't know. But,
well, when you say seeming shoddiness, I mean, this ban is not going to take effect till June
1st.
June 1st. And so, yeah, I think it's just basically puts a lot of people back on the streets without jobs, without any means of livelihood, right? Is there going to be a way to, create some sort of jobs, like try to put
alleviate
them
their,
I
disagree when you say it's going to put them on the streets. Let me tell you why. Because the 6 local governments that they've been banned from, they're only simply going to move to the other local governments. So it's not it hasn't really taken care of the problem.
And then one of the things that I remember when we had regulated transport via Okada, that's talking about there are 2 companies, 2 major companies, 2 brands who were doing this, share ride and all that. Then they had to have a helmet. Remember the time when the government was...
The helmets were compulsory.
And I remember even there was a time when from work, it used to be my, my mode of transportation of choice. Because then I'll just order via the app. Do you understand? And then they just come in, I just put on the app, I'm at home. It was cool because then you could regulate, you could know, you had a database of the riders. I don't know why that was banned or that was taken out, because if we had that one, then you could know who is who. It was easier for me. But then there's now an influx of not just, some people call it northerners, but I'll say foreigners. Because it has been noted that some of these people are not, mostly maybe Nigerians and other surrounding countries. They are not even northerners, as it were. And so there's that influx of them. And we're in a country whereby we know that you can't just stop someone and ask them for papers. If they see me in UK, they can just stop me on the street and say, Benny, where are your papers? It can't happen here. But my point is, there should be control. Look, I understand when people say you can't stop people within the same country from moving. Yes, you can't. But there should be some level of border control. If there's an influx, a large influx, and it seems as though that something nefarious might be going on, there should be some way of controlling and checking who goes in.
Well, it's like saying, there are other countries as well that are, that are, taking in foreigners or immigrants, as it may be. Whereas Nigerians, you want to jackpot. I want to jackpot. A lot of people that want to jackpot. And the truth of the matter is, so because your survival instincts, the first thing that comes to mind is, what am I going to do to make a living in wherever place or wherever I am going to? In Nigeria, that's the option, especially for some of those young, boys or young men.
So it's not one problem we have, it's a multiple...
Exactly.
It is.
The hydra-headed type of problem where you
Yes.
have immigration problems, lack of regulation when it comes to the, what's it called itself. But then Mr. Francis, our producer here, actually said something. We have databases that we're trying to build.
Do we have it?
Well, we're trying in Nigeria. How about we make use of these databases to try and regulate certain kinds of industries or communities?
We should.
Like, for instance, if you've gone so far with the NIN and BVN, whatchamacallit, why can't that be a platform upon which you can say or regulate the Okada instance? You can't say if you're going to operate an Okada in this place, you must have these, you must be registered on these platforms so that we can at least trace you wherever you're going. And then to people, the patrons, you and I who actually use them, you can't get on an Okada if you do not have, or if they do not have these requirements, or rather...
Okay, so I think this is even really jumping the gun, because first, you are forgetting the orientation, evaluation, not just evaluation, psycho-evaluation.
All that should be...
All that needs to be put in place. So it's a lot of work that has to be done. Is this a welcome development? Well, to be honest, it's the populace that's going to, you know, suffer it at the end of the day. Yes, there is a viable alternative. You know, the Lagos State government has provided that. But is it
Not so much.
But is it going to curb the menace, that the supposed menace that these Okada riders are causing? We'll see what goes on in the next couple of, you know, months, you know, when the Okada ban takes effect. We have to go right now. People, let's take a break. What are your thoughts, first of all, on the Okada ban? Let us hear you on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. See you in a bit. We'll be right back.
You're welcome. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat on Book Chat. We begin with, of course, hey, a very special guest here, Abimbola Olayinka. Now, she's the peace connoisseur herself. She is here with us to review her masterpiece titled Peaceful Parenting. You are welcome, Abimbola. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Before I go into your book, I want to ask, you're a mother of how many?
2 wonderful boys.
2 wonderful boys. Oh, you don't miss the girls?
No, not
You
at
don't?
all.
I've got a girl. People ask me if I don't miss having a boy. I'm like, oh, well, I love her so much. Well, what's your style of parenting?
I adopt authoritative style, which is actually the best style of parenting.
And with authoritative, that's what exactly, if I ask to define it?
Okay, so authoritative style of parenting is parenting with self-awareness, empathy, whereby you're able to fill your cup so that you can generously feel the emotional need of your child.
Doesn't sound like what my parents brought me up with.
That's authoritarian. We all grew up with that.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you before the end of this chat what the effects are on personality and children growing up. But let's talk about this book here, Parenting, Peaceful Parenting, Changing the Limit Beliefs in Parenting Through Self-Awareness. Very interesting book, and of course one only a mother could actually put together. I found it very interesting, and the fact that you are also well-versed in parenting as well gives you plenty of authority when it comes to writing such a book. But why did you feel the need to put something like this together, to instruct people on the best means or best way to raise kids?
Okay, as a parenting professional, as a mother, as a sister, I realized that there's a gap in parenting. You know, it is clear that parents actually think parenting is parenting your child, not knowing that it's about reparenting ourselves so that we can be fully positioned to parent the child in front of us.
Oh, that's very interesting. Let's start with this chapter here. It all begins with you. I guess
Absolutely.
that's exactly what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
You have to look inside of you before you're able to, well, help raise a very wholesome individual.
Absolutely.
And then you talked about my best chapter is shoe shopping with mommy.
Yeah.
We've had plenty of experiences with shoe shopping, and yes, you are correct when you said that there's not a kid who does not like shoe shopping.
Absolutely.
That's the first thing that they actually are, you know, aware of when it comes to having property. Let me put it that way. And shoe shopping is also a very delicate thing for parents, because you don't want to shop and then in the next 2 weeks
You're going back to shop
you're
again.
going back to shop
You
again.
know, growing up, they usually buy an oversize.
Exactly.
You stuff in.
Exactly. But tell us about that chapter there.
Okay, so I was trying to explain how our trauma replicates itself in the way we parent our children, how our programming affects our parenting style. So the particular mother, Mary, realized that each time she took her children for shopping, She was always rushing them. She wouldn't allow them to pick the actual shoe they like because she would just want them to take this, take that, and they're out. And she was also always looking out for when they will have sales so that she could buy cheaper shoes. So at a point, our last child now called her awareness to it that, Ma, do you realize that we're always rushing and all of that, and I don't get to buy the type of shoe I really like? Then why do I need to go with you to do the shopping? So it was at that point that she understood what was happening. She now recalled her childhood days, how her mom was always behaving when they went shopping. So she realized that it was the manner at which the mother was rushing because the mother had 8 children. You know, so and she wanted to satisfy their needs in that limited time, and she was always looking out for when there was sales. And you can imagine, just like you entering a next store during sales with 8 children, you know. So she actually unconsciously adopted that style, and that is what is actually happening around us today. We're unconsciously parenting the children we have exactly the way we were parented. Because it's in our programming, unconsciously we've imbibed that trait and the skill. So that is what we're preaching now, which I was able to express here, that we need to look inward to be aware of those psychological needs and emotional needs that are driving our behavior.
Nice. Very interesting. 2 chapters I also found quite interesting. Chapter 12 and chapter, I think I can't find the other one, but chapter 12, Daddy, Where Are You? And then Mommy, I Need You.
Absolutely.
This is something that we don't really think about, but the effect of the presence or absence of one or two of the partners when it comes to marriage, to father or the mother, and how different, how they cater to different, very different emotional needs of the kids. I'm not an expert, but I would think that a father would be responsible for most of the emotions that a child grows up into, and a mother is what? The empathy, the care, am I wrong?
It's both ways, and both can actually switch roles effectively, actually. But really, like you said vitally, it is important to have daddy and mommy on the same page. Because there are some skills a child will learn from daddy, and there are some the child will pick from mommy. And there has to be that balance. So it is important for daddy to be available because parenting is not actually gender sensitive.
It isn't?
No, 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 no.
Oh.
It is not. Daddy, you have a role. Child care is the role of the father and the mother. So in this part of the world, you feel the mother, you take care of the children, I do the provision. No. It's a two-way street. You have your role as the father. It's okay for daddy to cook in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's okay for mom to drive the children to school.
No, but why did you choose to go, Daddy, where are you? And Mommy, I need you. There's a certain connotation that brings to mind.
Daddy, where are you? Something is lacking.
I get
So
you.
it's that gap.
Yeah.
Daddy, where are you? I need you now. You need to fill this gap. It's missing. And that is what I've just expressed now.
Yeah.
I've paid the school fees, I've paid the rent due, and I'm off.
It's not enough.
So, Daddy, where are you? Emotionally, I need you. Physically, I need you. It's beyond the financial.
Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. And I think that every parent should actually find time and actually purchase and read this book. It's a very interesting one, Abimbola. And what else are we looking forward to after this?
Loads of books, apps, and all of that. We just want to make parenting easy for everyone so that you know the parenting isn't as difficult as it is. But if you have peace within yourself, you'll be better positioned to share the peace within the people around you. And also, you'll be more equipped to parent with peace of mind, stability, so that you can connect easily with the child in front of you, not to even talk of what is happening around the world
well, that's
now.
beautiful, Abimbola, and we can see that in all of your aura, even while you're here. We can touch that peace. Thank you very much. Check it out. You should read it. Peaceful Parenting. by Abimbola Olayenka. Very interesting book here. And thank you for joining us.
Thank
we
you
do look
very
forward
much
to
again.
seeing that app that you're talking about.
Thank you.
We're looking out for it.
Thank you very much.
So stay tuned. We've got plenty more coming your way here inside of Wake Up Nigeria. I hear that something very special is going to be happening inside the kitchen, by the way. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much, Mazino. Yes, Chef Shebio Timo is here, and we are making rice with Okada sauce.
Okada rice.
Okada rice
Yes.
with Okada sauce.
Yes.
All right. Is that Okada rice?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. I always assumed there was local rice.
No, it's Okada. Okada rice is different from local rice.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Served locally is the local rice.
Shebio Timo, pick one. Now let's talk about
No,
the
it's Okada
ingredients
rice.
for our sauce.
Yes. These are rice.
Okay.
Unripe pepper. Unripe pepper is meant for
That's the green pepper.
green pepper.
Okay.
Unripe pepper. These are onions, the locust beans, the egg, the orishi, and the fish. So, yeah,
And I see you also have pomo there,
Yes,
and cow skin,
Yes, sir.
which you're going to use,
I am putting the onions.
okay, into our palm oil. Mr. Shebio Timo doesn't waste time. She always like cooking sharp, 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 sharp. She just wants to get it done.
No
with.
time to check time.
No time to check time. I love it whenever you're around, Shebio Timo. Well done.
I'm always glad to be here.
Oh,
All the
it's
time.
always a pleasure to have
Thank
you.
you for always having me here.
I can feel so warm.
So I'm
Okay.
putting my locust beans now.
Okay, so we are putting that in. Okay. Has that iru been washed?
Yes.
Okay. Because sometimes I'm like, usually indecisive on should I wash my iru or should I not wash it? Is it going to take away all of those, nutrients that comes with it or
No,
not?
There's different kind of
Iru. Okay.
If you get your original sauce, you don't need to wash it. Because if you are washing it, it's as if you are watching the whole of the nutrients.
Aha.
So if you are
You
able
see?
to get the good ones, you are good to go.
Good to go, right? Great. So now that our iru is in there,
My pepper is going in.
Okay.
My unripe pepper.
okay, so all of this is just pepper.
It's just pepper.
Okay.
You can put tomato, but make sure it's unripe.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, ayamasi and ofada sauce, are they two different,
It's the same thing.
same thing, right?
It's just different pronunciation. Maybe
Okay.
ayamashi is from the other side of,
Which are your other side?
not Yoruba side.
Okay.
I'm putting my rice.
Okay.
I'm pouring-
Okay. Must we use local rice for ofada sauce?
No. It could be
Any kind of rice.
But
Okay.
it's always sweeter when it's further.
Yeah, and the local rice is actually really, really, really healthier, guys.
Very healthy.
Yeah, and
Weight loss, it's good for you to eat this.
yeah, and then you have a lot of nutrients, packed in your iru. Locust beans,
This is
like,
my spice.
literally packing all of it. So what do you have in there?
Crayfish, ginger, garlic, turmeric.
Turmeric.
And I'm giving the secret of the recipe. I don't do
Oh, nice. Imagine all of those flavors coming together in this ofada sauce is going to blow your mind, people. I'm really looking forward to this recipe. I'm really looking forward to the meal when it's finally ready. As you can see, things are getting really heated up here in the kitchen. All those flavors are coming together. I can already smell the aroma. It's filling the air, and I'm super excited. We have to go on a quick break now, people. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Stay with us.
It's Thursday morning. You know how it is. After we take books, we have to look at an art display this morning. We have Murakinyo Oluwafemi. He's a visual artist who explores classic and stunning storytelling, capable of evoking nostalgic feelings and taking his viewers on a journey of visual pleasure. Wow. Okay, so you take viewers on a journey. How do you do that?
Yes, it's all based on my background when I was growing up. All the things that I went through when I was growing up, like my dad used to collect stamps, postage stamps. So when I was very little, I used to steal all those stamps and I draw the figures inside those stamps.
Okay.
So those are the things that really, I was intrigued by all those things. Those are the things that really motivated me to be painting the way I paint.
Did you have support from your dad, your
Yes,
family?
he has been
Wow.
my biggest support ever because he believes that your hands should be able to feed you, like what you do should be able to feed you. So I'm really I would say I really appreciate him for everything he has done so far.
Okay, let's start talking about your works here. We have 2 that are here, and we can see some of those things that you do a lot of. There's a lot of, yes, like you said, nostalgia, old stuff. I see there's some of the things I saw. There's a 504, the older cars and all of that. But let's look at what we have here. We have some paintings here and all that. What inspired these ones that we have here? Let's talk about the one far right.
I think we live in a fast-paced world.
Yeah,
now.
I know that. That's the that TV is not color. Was it color that time? No,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
But let's talk about that one. I can see the postage stamp and signal up there, and then there are 2 kids sitting by the TV.
Yes.
It's almost 4 o'clock. So that was the time
So
when we used to
that
turn
was
it.
titled After School. I remember.
After school.
I remember back then when I was still in primary school. We close around 2 o'clock. We rush home to go and watch maybe the cartoons, Ninja Turtles, and all that. So by 3:30, we are already in front of the TV.
Just waiting.
Waiting. But now things have changed. We have TV running all over 24 hours. But then you have to wait till like 4 o'clock.
Was that TV? Was it black and white? Was it color?
There was colored. But
There was
colored,
colour?
But yeah, there was one that was colored.
Because I remember the thing had key. They still lock it.
Yes, yes.
And then my dad will open it.
Once
and then
daddy leaves the house, you can't watch TV.
it will enter inside. So they'll lock it and all that.
Yeah.
And then we had the color TV that they used to bring when we want to watch movie. They'll carry it from the room and put it on top of the old one and all of that. But yeah, okay. So that one is you titled that one After School.
After School.
Okay, what I can see. What's that?
The old.
Yeah, the counting and all of that on the blackboard.
blackboard.
What are you trying to depict?
Yeah,
What are you
counting,
trying to say with that?
That's like the old way of counting back then when we were young. How to count. Like one, you make marks and you cancel. That's 5 already. Then you can see you can see the cooler. That cooler is very, very iconic for jollof rice back then in the shelf. The red cooler and the dishes.
Okay.
So all these things are just to bring back the nostalgic feelings.
Okay, well, let's talk about the other one. Yes, I can see the thread and the hairstyle.
Yes,
I don't know if anybody have seen anybody with that kind of hairstyle.
Heritage, just titled Heritage.
Heritage, that's what you titled this one. What inspired that one?
It's spelled with H-A-I-R. Heritage.
Okay, hair. All right, the heritage. All right, I get that. So what inspired that one?
Yes, actually, growing up, I remember in school, over the weekend, maybe on Fridays, when we are going for the weekend, on the assembly ground, they will tell you, this is the hairstyle you're going to do. All girls will come with this hairstyle, remember, patewo, shuku, and all that. But now, these days, all those hairstyles are not common anymore. So this is a way of like preserving and...
You tell everybody to come with that hairstyle?
Yes.
Ah, wow.
Yes, back then.
Okay. All right. And so now, looking at this now, you said you're trying to, for people who were not there when this was happening,
yes,
what do you think your artwork can do or should
So
do?
it's a means, my artwork is a means of documenting my works. Documenting like people, like I still have a solo exhibition going on right now at my dream gallery on the island.
Okay.
So like I'm having students to come there to come and see the works. So these works will take them back to know where they are coming from. Like I have a work titled Jelly Osimi. So it's a child carrying a slate. I don't know if you use slate when you were younger. Slates like with chalkboard and all that.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes also it depends on. Some kind of schools had that,
yes,
and then there were some others. But then, of course, I was in the 90s. I was in secondary school.
Okay.
So that means late 80s primary school and all that. So yes, I knew about them and all of that. I knew that there were slates and all of that. And let's talk about these ones that are rolling now. You know, we can see Obioma.
That's what
there's the Obioma. There's this guy by the
it's titled Cool Kid on the Block.
Cool Kid on the Block.
So now we have social media influencers. They are like trendsetter.
Okay.
Now, but that guy is like a trendsetter back then. Because when we were growing up, we know our parents used to look for, after people that are like trendsetters. What they wear, they try to copy what they wear. They are very stylish and all that.
Who's that? The one that just passed? Was it Abacha or?
Which one? I didn't say that.
There's one I saw in a military costume. Was that Abacha or?
No. It's
Old
Citizen.
Old Citizen. Okay. I thought because what? Hey, look at
That's
it.
own soldier. That was what started to the October 2020.
Which military ruler was your inspiration behind that particular picture? Was there anybody had
Babangida's regime. Babangida's regime.
Yeah, I said so now. What's this one doing?
Yeah.
Inside the this, by the way, this is very dangerous. Well, those of you who sit in the WC with your phone.
Yeah, but ideas come from wet places, actually. Some people, like me, in the morning when I sit in the toilet, I get inspiration from there. When I'm quiet, when I'm quiet and all that.
And I can see the transistor radio there.
Yes.
I can see the transistor radio by the side. And now you have 2 stamps. That's to let you know that these postal stamps were really the inspiration for you to put back all these things and all of that. So I like, you said it's for document. Okay, let's talk about this one. Because there's some modern stuff in here.
Yes.
There's a cactus there.
The cactus, you have the old gramophone.
Gramophone, exactly, the record. Yes. Of course, I had that. That's where I used to listen to classical songs and all of that from my dad and all of that. But then the lady looks a bit like she's more modern.
Yes, she's more modern. So I'm trying to match the old and the new together.
And the new together.
Yes, just to make sense.
So the idea is documenting for future generations. You can go back. Apart from creating nostalgia, then people also can look back and over. Yeah. Now you made mention that your dad said someone should have something that you can do that can feed you and fend for you.
Yes.
Art as a commercial venture, does it pay the bills at this point?
Yeah, it does. It has paid my rent. Okay. Though I still have a 9 to 5. I'm presently senior art director in Okada agency here in Lagos. Okay. So like during the week I'm an art director. Okay. Then weekend I'm a painter.
All right. So, but is it viable? Is this something now? Talking to some other people who might want to. Who might have, they want to go into art. Is this something that someone can do viably full time?
Yes, yes.
And because, there are a lot of things we would love to do. But then when you look at financially, can this take care of the bills? And probably that's why you're doing it. If you had an option, if art would pay you as much as you were earning in ad agency, would you still do ad agency or would
art is paying me more.
It is paying you more?
It's paying me more.
Okay.
Yes. And thanks for social media. Okay. Because I've even got people that bought my art that I've not even met before.
They've not met you before.
You get, and they pay huge amount for these works.
Yeah, they do. So, well, like you said, so something I know about art is that it's about the appreciation. Yes. People who appreciate art, they know that there's a lot of work that went into this and you can pay. Yes. But then, as a society, I wouldn't say that appreciation is well.
It is. Things are really changed because art is like an investment now. It's always appreciate. Like the works my works that I was selling like 3 years ago, they're not the same price now. They're like double now.
Okay. So
it's like an investment. Yes, they appreciate.
Well, let's just round up with this one. Who are your mentors or your icons or people that you've looked at inspired you when it comes to drawing and painting?
There's so many of them.
Locally and internationally?
Mostly they are local artists. I have Mr. Duke Asidire, Dusa, Olakuz, C.A. Tantua. Those are my mentors.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So, well, for young people out there, you can get some inspiration. He says it pays. So, hey, you can draw. And you definitely can get to pay the bills with that one. That's it. That's all we have on our display today. But the kitchen has been, the aroma there, Chef-O, you know that I am QC. Don't mind in that place. I have to ensure that whatever is coming out from that kitchen.
To be honest, I really don't care. I don't care what's going on with Mike. I don't want to see you anywhere.
Don't say that. It's my QC, so don't worry. I got you.
Welcome to the kitchen, guys. Chef Shebiotimo is hey, Mike.
What are you saying?
Mike, I ain't listening to you.
What are you saying, man? You want to note that
in this calm down. You have
Mike, you're not the one making them. You are not the meal. I need to make that very clear. We are making Okada sauce, Shebiotimo, and Okada sauce people. Yes, welcome back. And of course, we have our local rice already cooking. We have our Okada sauce here. Quickly, Shebiotimo, tell us how far we've gone with that.
Yes, we have put our pomon inside.
Okay. No, take us through the process for those just joining us.
Our red oil.
Okay.
Our red oil, onions, then our blended pepper, which is the unripe pepper, meat, pomon. Now my fish is going inside.
You're using panla.
Panla.
This Okada sauce went to Harvard, guys.
Yes, low-cost beans.
Because it practically has everything. I mean, for every spoon that you're putting in your mouth, you're definitely taking something in. And we have goat's meat in there. We have cow skin, pomon in there. We have fish.
Our crab is
and now we're putting in our crabs.
And our crayfish.
And our crayfish. Oh, then we'll actually call them prawns.
Prawns.
Yeah. Or yeah. Okay, these are actually shrimps. These are shrimps, actually. All right.
So it's going in.
That looks really good.
Give me a drum.
Drum rolling for Shebiotimo's special Okada sauce. That looks really good. Now let's talk about our rice. I know that some people, I'm one of those people actually who find it difficult to properly wash out the sands and all that stone from the rice.
I'm going to remove this water.
Okay, so we are going to filter this out, right?
Yes,
okay. So we'll do that in a bit. Let's do that shortly. And let's see what's... Ooh, that's coming out really nicely. Well done, Shebiotimo. If you're just joining us, with me is Chef Shebiotimo here. And wow, Mike. And we are making rice with Okada sauce. I don't know what Mike is doing here. Can someone please tell Mike to leave this kitchen? You're not getting a taste of this food. Not even a spoon.
Where are we get when the
It's
whole
my
pot
QC.
once it's done?
It's my QC, so...
What's your QC?
It's my QC, so my quality control.
All right, breakfast is, coming on really nicely here in the kitchen. The aroma already fills the air. I'm loving this morning's breakfast. All right, well done, Shebiotimo. We have to head over. It's the top of the hour, people. Yes. Next 45 minutes is going to be wowza. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. I love the fact that art comes alive on Thursdays every day on the show. And if I wasn't an on-air personality, I would be a fine art. Not the artist, the art.
In any case, I know the kind of places that she would actually be. It's not the kind I can actually tell on this show. So let's just leave that one and let's do breakfast, okay? Tell me what you'd rather paint in any case you out there. What would you rather paint Mazzino as?
I don't know.
A god.
Oh, what?
Too much. Right.
A mini god.
I'll take it.
A mini god.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Pay no mind to all the rubbish and nonsense we're talking about. I mean, hey, it's a Thursday anyhow. We like to get our real fun size out. Thank you very much for joining us for the second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria. We've got so much coming your way.
Yes, and we have Shebiotimo in the kitchen who is cooking up a storm, literally, guys. I mean, you really need to see what's in that pot. Ha! Auntie, well done.
Thank you very much. You're doing well. Remember to put mine aside. Thank you very much. We've got more coming up inside of the 45 minutes here that we have left for a Tuesday edition. Remember, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria across all our social media platforms on the show here. My name is Mazzino Appeal.
And I am Emil Koche. Do not forget that you can watch us live from absolutely anywhere in the world. From our mobile app, you can download it, of course, from our Google or iOS store.
All right. So let's let you guys know exactly what we have left for the rest of the show. We begin the second hour with birthday shout-outs. All right, welcome back, guys. So interesting thing here. Last night, Nick Cannon came out to tell that he has had a consultation with his vasectomist.
Finally.
Hey, finally.
That guy needs to get a grip on.
He's getting he's going to be welcoming his 9th child, I think, sometime this year.
From another baby mama.
From another baby mama.
That's 4 or 5.
4 or 5 what? Yeah,
baby
he's got 2 sets of twins. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. Would you do a vasectomy? Would you?
If I wasn't the canon at this point in time.
Consider.
Yes, but you see, if there was a way to prevent, I think that for guys, I would say generally, maybe disease prevention would be more of a factor than pregnancy prevention. You know, but at that stage, for Nikanon Omo, if I was what, I would, I could even go for that.
If it was for the sake of family planning, who would you rather have it, you or your husband? Would you? Well, women don't do vasectomies, but you know, there's
yeah, I understand that. So the thing is, we actually had that discussion.
Oh,
once.
you did?
Yes, we actually did.
Okay.
We actually did, because I don't know. So there's a lot of family planning methods that alter our hormones.
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't like to feel that. I want to be myself. It's enough that I'm going through my own hormonal, you know.
No, that's actually a very interesting and important factor.
So, you know,
that.
having, any extra, any...
wait, but hang on a second. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What about the hormones of the man himself?
How does a vasectomy affect his hormones?
You're stopping everything from going
No,
out.
you're not stopping it.
Maybe someday on
You're not cutting anything.
Oh, yes, you are.
You're
maybe
just
someday on
actually.
health, we should get someone to talk to us
Yeah,
exactly what happens.
Does it affect the hormones?
When you take a vasectomy?
No,
But
it doesn't.
Staying with Nick Cannon now, he should. That is the best.
Yeah.
advice.
For the
feel
sake
he
of
has
the
got
earth, because we don't want him all over the place. It's all good. Tell you guys what, let's do a break. We'll be back. We've got more inside the rest of the show.
I mean, wow. I saw that trailer earlier and it was mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. And that's what we're doing for Tech Today. Animation, we have Tunde Oluwa. He's a graduate of architecture with over 14 years experience in architectural presentation and visualization, 3D character modeling and rigging, amongst others. Now he's here to discuss the evolution of a Nigerian animation and storytelling space. It's great to have you today. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
That was mind-blowing. I love that. You know, I'm seeing animation. I'm not just Kali, with all due respect, Kali and Tewa style or 2D. This is 3D. And then you have vernacular. It's quite a whole lot. Well done.
Thank you.
That's quite well done. But just before we get into talking about animation, let's just talk about you. You studied architecture.
Yes, I did.
All of that. How did that in any way play any role in you being an animator?
Well, architecture and animation kind of they are both creative things actually. And even while I was working in architectural firms, really, I tend to be more into architectural visualization, which is kind of 3D animation as well. So over time, I found more interest in it, and I said, okay, fine, let's take it a bit further, and I started telling stories with it.
With it, wonderful. Yeah. Now, most of you might not remember, but Tunde has been an OG of this show. There was a time when you came here, you even had to teach us live animation and all of that. That was quite wonderful. But then let's talk about it. Animation in Nigeria and storytelling. Yeah. You know, we've seen animation evolve from the days of 2D, you know, when we used to see kids going, like I mentioned, Kali and Tewa, we saw different, you know, animations coming up. But this is premium. This is something that even if I saw, from outside the country, I would say, yes, well done. How has animation evolved in Nigeria so far?
Well, initially, a lot of people, maybe up till now, there are actually different types of animation, really. There's the stylized, and then there's the realistic. Now, my style of animation is the one that tends towards realism. You know, so we try as much as possible to make it at least like 85% realistic.
I like that, 85%.
Yes, and then the environment too, I tend to make the environment more relatable. And I think the fact that I have an architectural background helped with that.
Helps you,
exactly,
definitely.
with that. So, and all the environment is designed and scaled to life
architecture, but let's talk about architecture. This is still with technology now. I know that then, while I was in school, a lot of people, the architects then would do very visual stuff. They'll go with their pen and all that, their board. But I know that now a lot of it is automated on the system and all that. Yeah. Do architects still use their pen and all of that, or is everything now fully automated?
I think everything is now automated.
Fully automated?
Yes.
That makes it easier in some way.
Well, it does.
In some way?
Yeah, it does. But, you know, computer is just garbage in, garbage out.
You are right.
Exactly. It depends on what you have.
What you have upstairs there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So let's talk about Ami, putting it together.
Yeah.
How big is that team when it comes to the animation to put this kind of thing together?
Wow.
How big of a team do you need?
Wow. It actually requires a lot. You know, it requires a lot. And the first step is to get the story right and then get someone to write it. Then you need another team that will do the storyboarding, from the storyboarding to the cinematic. And then eventually you roll into production, which can take a couple of months. So a lot of people actually get involved.
How many animators worked on this particular project?
To be very sincere, I think we have about 3 or 4. So
you know, for 3 or 4 people to put this together, that means it was really quite a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Now, let's talk a little bit spec-wise, technical now. What systems do you need to put up this kind of thing together? Is it my normal HP here with 4 gig RAM and all of that? Let's talk about systems and specifications.
You need at least a minimum of 16 gig.
Minimum of 16 gig RAM.
That's for the RAM. And then you need 4 gig dedicated graphics, minimum.
Graphics?
Yes.
Just for the graphics?
For the graphics.
And then if you want to put this together, rendering a project like this, how long will it take?
Well, it depends on the application you're using again. Some application can take weeks, months, you know. But some application uses real-time rendering, so you can get it much faster.
Much faster. Okay, we'll talk about that now. For those of you who missed it, we showed you the trailer of Army, and this is the producer here, lead animator. Let's take a look at that trailer once again. It's a wow trailer. Man, Tunde, this is wonderful. My director, Shegun, loves it, and if he does, that means you put up a very wonderful thing out here. We'll get you back sometime let's do a little bit of animation, some live animation. You just teach us some rudiments. But this is wonderful. This is Army's sign and all of that. Is this the biggest project you've ever embarked on so far?
So far, yes, it is.
Wow.
It is. Personally, yes, it is.
Personally. And all of that. This is, can you just tell us a little bit about the storyline for this one?
It's a story about a guy called Femi who happens to be a political talk organizer. And at the point where he lost his mom, he decided to quit the job. And then one of the people he works with, one Chief Williams like that, gave him like a retirement task. And that was just
wonderful. Can we expect more things like this to come?
Sure, for real. Yes.
Is this already out?
It is. It's done. It's going to be out 29th of this month, really. We're doing the premiere.
Is it something everybody can access?
For now,
so is it a cinema project? Or
no, it's not. It's a short film. So cinema.
It's a short film. So that means I can access it online.
Yes, it's going to be on YouTube at the end of the day, but not immediately, really. We'll want to run it on film festivals. Film festivals all over the world, both home and abroad. And then, but the premiere is going to be on the 29th, really. Closed virtual premiere.
Well, you'll give us invites. I mean, about people that would love to attend.
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Shegun will be interested in that one. Thank you, Tunde. We'll still have you. We'll do more animation and we'll do live animation. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, that was it. I hope you saw that trailer. They're wonderful, Army. I'm looking forward to it. 29th. That's where the premiere. Of course, you can be able to view it later on YouTube. It's going to be a short film out there. That's it on Tech this Thursday morning. We'll take this time out now. Stay with us. Our final guest will be back after this.
And we are back. Finally, we have our guest on the couch. He is Onafuye Abolade Bobby, popularly known as Abolade Bobby. He's a musician, actor, model, and entrepreneur.
Yes, of course. And he sees art as a very essential tool for expression. He's been featured in many campaigns and commercials. I'm sure you've seen some of them. I can't mention them, but you have seen him. And also, he's been in bed with a couple of brands. He plays the character Success, if you remember, in the African Magic Family series. The Johnsons, you are welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Wow, though. I mean, all of this.
You look young, but old at heart. Am I wrong?
Yeah. You're not wrong. Sorry.
Well, it's good to see you here. I love especially what you're wearing. And I see that you brought your guitar.
Yeah, this is Eden.
Eden.
Yeah.
I love the name Eden.
Huh?
I love it. Oh, you have
Paradise and
Paradise.
Oh,
Okay.
you have more of it. Okay, now let's talk about you as a brand. You're into so many things. What do you love the most?
I love art,
Basic.
creativity, expression. Art is like essential for expressing. Even the set, everything is just dressing. Everything is just expressions.
I can see that. And you're very expressive when it comes to the art, your choice of clothes, your hair, your guitar, the names that you chose for your guitar. I'm going to get back to that because I sensed something there. But let's talk about, first off, the fact that you are also into, I've seen you featured in commercials, I've seen you in the Johnsons and all. You are basically one of everything. You're an actor, you're this, you're a musician, you're an instrumentalist, and all of that. Well, which one's the core? Which one's at the very, very core?
Abolade Bobby.
Abolade Bobby. That's very wide because all of that is inside of
music is at the core of it all. Like music bedded everything for me.
Okay.
Because ever since even high school, being in the studio or anything, like just seeing that space, the set, everything is just creativity and being expressive and just being yourself. Music is just what breathed it all for me personally.
Yeah, I see how your face lights up when you talk about music.
Yeah.
It's like as if...
Yeah, I do write. I do write. I freestyle a lot, but I write too, And I'm a musician. I write. I love to write. I love to write stuff. That's expression too, because sometimes the way you get your thoughts out is by...
I would like to know what's the most interesting piece that you have written that's actually, came from a place of, passion or a place of pain, or, something that you've written that really, really meant so much to you.
Well, I would say like I dropped a project in October. It's called SOM.
Okay.
Sounds of music, some of me.
Some of me, nice. I like that.
Yeah, and the truth is, let me just tell you, like most of the things that I even like, there's this song out, This Is Something. Most of the songs that I drop, they are just songs that I feel like I unveil songs. I don't feel like I
write them.
Yeah, I feel like they've been before,
Like they happen on
deja vu.
just express them.
I just express them. I just happen to be a channel.
A channel, that's the word. That's very interesting. Do you also consider yourself a channel when it comes to acting? Because you do act as well.
Yeah, definitely.
That's your expression as well. How did you get to start acting? Where did it start from?
Okay, today is Thursday, ironically.
Yes,
so, like, there's this Thursday show we used to do in secondary school back then. So I started with a couple of my friends. We entertained the school every Thursdays.
You entertain the school? You seem like a very shy person.
I'm actually very shy sometimes, but when I get on stage, it's just, you know.
So what happened this Thursday shows? That was where it started.
Act, have a couple of my guys come up with concepts, talk with my elder brothers, like, okay, guys, we are doing something. So I'm always thinking, like, how can I entertain these people this Thursday, stuff like that. So that's what, that can be where acting started from.
I hope you don't mind if I hold your baby. You wouldn't be jealous, would you? Eden.
No.
Now, why did you choose Eden and Paradise for the other one?
Okay, the first one.
Can you play?
Don't I look good? It's all about the look, man. But why Eden and Paradise?
So the first guitar I got was Paradise. I mean, it's just the feeling. There's this feeling I get when I get to play. Even alone, just alone.
Surreal.
Surreal, just ethereal.
I can imagine.
Just so divine.
Yes.
So
it's a beautiful instrument. Can you do something for us, please? Anything at all.
So
I was holding it right after all.
Yeah, you got it
in the
right.
look.
On the microphone. Wake up, so dance to the tune I told
That's beautiful.
Now it's proper, schooling them like poly. When you hear the vocal, then you know the story. Then you ain't shaking, to God be the glory. I want to talk about Kylie story. Call your girls, make her call my body. When they come through, when they come join body. We could do something like go join body. But she knows say we don't get that money. Now it's proper.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. What are we expecting when it comes to your music? Do you have a release out?
Yeah, I just released a song on the 29th of April.
Okay.
And that happened to be my manager's birthday too. So it's called This Is Something. It really is, because like the way the song came out, it was just like, having a long day, just being in the studio one evening and just tired, and the beat just comes on like, and you're like, now it's, like the words just start to come out, and the words just come out, and you create something and like, oh, this is something.
You've been in this industry for a while, right? You've been, in this space for a while, the instrument industry. You've, from music to acting. I'm sure that you meet a lot of, ladies, beautiful ladies who wants to be, who want to be with you, who would like to be with you. Yeah. So, how have you been handling that?
Well, I
can always ask that question, but I want him to answer though.
Yeah.
Because, go ahead.
I never You
are a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you wrote this song for your manager, and I'm curious as to.
Actually, a song for my manager, but it was released. The song was actually
a guy or a girl?
It's a girl.
It's a guy.
Okay.
The song was actually recorded like 20 November.
Okay, yeah. But back to what she said.
You didn't align.
Sorry,
no. So like, okay, about the ladies, I feel like ladies should be respected, and
come on.
No, for real though. But like most times, I'm always like very busy. I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just try to put down on it all.
Not the answer MM was expecting, but it's okay. I mean, hey, it's a very modest guy.
Like, okay, so yeah,
they'd fall over me.
Being honest. I don't think you're being honest. I think you just don't want to spill, but it's all right. It's
Hey,
okay.
don't spill. They don't need to know. Don't let them see your next move. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all good. So let's talk about future projects now.
Yeah.
So you've got this. Yeah, exactly. What are you looking out for? An album? What exactly?
Yeah.
If you've got this brand, then there must be something big in the offing coming. So what is it?
Definitely, like next projects, working on like the next projects. Like this single, this is something that just came out last month. I mean, the reception has been amazing, to be honest. Like that's like the best I've gotten. And so like every year it's just always been growth, you know. The mindset is growth and progress.
All right.
You know, so like the next project most likely, you know, it's gonna be free.
Okay.
That symbolizes growth. Because it took a while, you know.
Nice. I love the way you title everything, and you're just Emin. Look.
Thank you very much. I was looking for that.
Hey, tell you what, let's bring you over to the kitchen. We've got something very... You can smell it already. You can bring Eden with you. I can help you hold Eden, if you don't mind. All of us in Eden.
It's not yours, please.
Yeah, please take him over to the kitchen, Go on now.
Don't take Eden with you.
That song you did for us is What You Eating Our Father.
Oh,
just for that song.
I've been smelling that.
Who did you say you did that song for your manager?
No, I did. It's just
He did it on his manager's birthday.
Oh.
Guys.
I cannot release
Guys.
No, don't add this one to bike. If you add this one, you want to take all the ladies.
Wait, welcome to the kitchen. This is Chef Shibiotimo. And, you know, she's made for you local rice with Okada sauce. Yeah. And we can't wait for you to dig in. Can you feel the aroma? Can you smell it? You love it, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So, yeah, what's your favorite Nigerian dish?
Father.
What do you love the most? Meal, what's your favorite dish?
Okay. Let's say Okada.
Oh,
I like
okay.
plantain a lot. So.
All right, great. So that's actually the missing. Okay. But hey, go ahead. Let us know what you think about the meal.
Okay.
Shibiotimo, well done. This looks.
Thank you. This looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shibiotimo, I'll sing you a tune after.
They kept crab for you, by the way.
Oh, that.
You love crab, right?
Yeah, I do. There's crab in it
for you, yeah.
Ah, what? Well done. Wow.
So you want to start the song now?
Yes.
Let us know what you think. Do you like it? Love it?
Wow.
Like it?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, great. Well done, Shibiotimo. Thank you so much.
Shibiotimo.
Shibiotimo, just for you.
That makes sense, so.
And to all our guests for being on the show today, thank you so very much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And that's...
Rice.
Yeah, well done, Shibiotimo.
Thank you.
Oh, it's all yours. All right, so that's it on the show today. It's Friday tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
And of course, it is...
Games Day!
Yeah. See y'all tomorrow, people. Bye-bye.
Let's go next.